Hey guys, it's Kim, Angel Dream Crafts, and this is part 2 of how to make the most out of your snippets, or what did I call my video? Good question, Kim. How to create shabby chic embellishments with snippets. So, shabby chic or vintage. This is where we're at so far with this, and I have glued it down because that would just be boring watching me glue, but you know, so I did just glue down what I laid out in the last video. So that's where we're at so far. And it's pretty, right? It's got a bit of glitter and a little bit of sparkle to it. So that's like your first, well, your second layer really. And yes, you do cover up what you put down, but you can, if up close, still see some of the things that are underneath it. And the trick with a project like this is you just keep layering and layering and layering until you're happy with it. So we are now on to the next thing, which is just filling in. So you've got your basic lines down here that I kind of wanted. I kind of wanted this to have like sort of a crazy quilt feel, a Victorian crazy quilt feel. And if I hadn't used hot glue, I could run this up on the sewing machine and stitch all these down, but I'm not going to, again, because of time constraints. But I'm just going to keep on adding here. I've got this little piece left of a collar, so which had a lot of flowers on it. So I'm just going to cut some of these out and add a bit of contrasting white color to it, because it's very good to add contrast to your projects. It helps kind of bring them to life. And we're just going to keep on layering. And hopefully part 1 is uploaded. I'm just waiting for it to finish here. That will be up shortly for you guys. And then I'll get this one uploaded for you today too, hopefully. It's been fun doing all these tutorials. It really has. I've enjoyed it. So thank you guys. And I want to thank you guys for leaving all these great comments and everything. It's really just makes my day to read your comments. It really does. And I want to say hello and welcome to all the new subbies too, because I've gotten quite a few new ones, and I really appreciate that you guys have come over here to check out my channel and hang out with me for a while. Little bit of news update. Maggie White and I may be doing some live classes very soon. We're just in the talking stages of that. And also Maggie and myself and Amy Love are going to be doing some fun things in October on our channel. So you need to stay tuned for those things. We've got something really good coming up, Amy and Maggie and myself, that we've come up with, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So hopefully that'll happen soon. October's not that far off. I can't believe we're halfway through September. But we are. It's amazing how fast time flies the older you get. Okay, now I'm rambling. I'm just going to keep on cutting these out until I fill in some of these spaces here. When I'm buying laces and trims, I always look for the things that I can sort of chop up and what I'm going to get the most out of. Those are good types of laces for me. That's why I always show you guys when I do get laces from Craft Supplies for You or wherever, how to get the most out of your trims. So what I'm going to do here is I've kind of laid those flowers there, you can see, and the leaves. I'm just kind of following along the lines of where the trims have ended, and I am going to put another trim, I think, up here as well. But for now, I'm happy with that, so I'm going to glue that down. Just there we go. First video's up. So we're just going to glue these now. Let me double check and make sure you can still see what I'm doing. Yes, you can. That's good. Sometimes my desk gets messy and I have a hard time seeing what I'm doing even. So we're just going to glue. And these are great spots for adding pearls or the little clay flowers or any other types of embellishments that you have. But if you don't have those things, my recommendation to you is to hit a thrift store if you can, or garage sales or something like that, or even on eBay you can get junk jewelry lots. And like this is a necklace that I got ages ago, and it's on a strand of pearls here, and they all come off, and I've just been taking them off of this necklace. They're not like expensive pearls, they're just like glass, but that's what I do. Or I make my flowers that you've seen, anything like that you can use, charms, anything really. I mean, you could even make a smaller heart and put it on here. That would be cute too. Or a little butterfly or a little flower or anything you like. Now I've got this piece of lace which I love, and it's the last little piece of it. So I think I'm going to put this on here somewhere too. I don't know where. Ooh, that would be cute there actually. I might take this piece off. See, this happens. Now, if you make a mistake like Kim does, I just use the tip of my hot glue gun. I don't squeeze the handle, but I hold it there, and it takes the hot glue off gently. It melts the glue underneath, and you can pull your lace off. But I mean, everybody makes mistakes, right? So I like that there. I like the way that goes down there. So let me try and flatten that out a little bit so it lays flatter. There we go. Yep, I'm going to put that there. I like it. I like it. Cute. So that's where we're at now, guys. What do you think? Cute, right? And everything on here is out of my snippet basket. Absolutely everything. So don't give up on your snippets. So maybe I'll put this up here now because I've got a beaded trim there. So this would be cute over here on this side. Of course, I'm out of glue. Of course. Okay, so we're just going to glue that down there. I mean, these would be cute if you did like a set of 3 and hung them on your wall. Wouldn't they be pretty? They'd be so adorable, and people would think you're so clever. Oh dear. All right, so now I've got this little piece that somebody may look at and go, why are you keeping that? I'm keeping it because it's got these cool little flowers on it that I sprayed. That's why. And we're just going to keep on going here. Maybe here or here. Yeah, I want something over here. So we're just going to cut these. I was saying to Maggie not long ago, people should do snippet swaps because, you know, if you've used that lace on several projects and, you know, you put it in your basket and you're kind of tired of looking at it, maybe somebody else would, you know, have fresh eyes on it or something. It would be nice to do swaps with just snippets, I think. Because snippets are awesome. Yep, I like that. And then I have this piece of bridal trim that I actually had dyed, and I used the Dylon Tropical Green on this, and strangely the fabric and the satin came out this beautiful turquoisey blue color, but the cording on top came out green, which is very cool. So I've been kind of looking at that going, should I use some of these on here? So I might use a bit of that too. I dyed a bigger piece, but I have gifted some of it out to a few people. So But I love dyeing laces. I think it gives them new life even if you just coffee or tea dye them. So there's where we're at, guys. And you can see I haven't done much on the back. It's still just that. But because I've been layering and layering, it's really built it up to make it a bit more sturdy. I'm probably still going to put felt on the back just because I just like the back to be finished nicely. But you don't have to do that. It's going to be against the wall, right? Who's going to see it? So let me think here. I think I'm going to cut something out here. I think this little flower needs to be on here from this bridal trim. The other thing that I would recommend for cutting your laces is a very, very, very good pair of scissors. And do not use the scissors that you use on your laces on paper. Try and just have scissors for your lace, and that's it. Don't, where do I want this? Don't use things, the same scissors for your laces is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to think at the same time. Like Kim can't do two things at once. Oh dear. So yeah, we're going to glue that down. And that looks really pretty. And then I think another little, see, I'd taken this out too, but I don't think I want it on here. I don't know if I like it. I think we're just going to put another little flower on here, and we might be getting close to being finished here. And then we'll start adding pearls and things like that on it. So I'm just going to cut this little flower here. And I think I want that over here. Yeah, right there would be good. Okay. Now I do have this little bow, and I think I'm going to put it down here. But before I do that, I would like some dangles, I think, and then I'll put the bow on top. So this is where you get all of these bits together that you have laying around. I have this piece of lace here that I have cut up and taken many things from, but I can use other bits from this. Like this piece here along the edge would make a good dangle. And you know, dangle trims can be expensive, but if you look at your laces, you can make your own. I've done that many times. I had done a wall hanging start to finish not too long ago, and I didn't have the right dangles, so I just cut my lace in a way that it made it look like dangles. So that's what I did, and it worked out beautifully. Now you could add some seam binding and things like that, but I think I'm just going to keep cutting this. I like this. I don't want to get into that rose there because I'll probably use that on another project. So this lace here is from Craft Supplies for You that I'm currently cutting. But I had used a lot of it on a project, and this is all I have left of this piece. So I'm going to do that. What else do I have here? Oh, I have a piece of that crochet trim too that I can put in there. Why not? What else do I have kicking around here? I could use a piece of this. We'll cut this. We'll add a few pieces of this. I mean, dangles can be anything. They don't have to be the fancy Venice trims. They really don't. Let's see what we got here. There's another long piece here I can use. And these do not have to be even either when you're cutting things like this. The shabbier looking, the better. And then I've got this piece, which was from the original part of the heart. Let's see what we got here. Yep, that'll do. I'm just cutting along the edge of this trim here off of this doily. And that should be close to being enough, I would think. but I may play around with it. Let's see what we got here now. And again, these are all different sizes. They do not have to be the same. Some of them I only have one piece of. Some of them will be dangling down, 2 of them. Okay. So, let's see. There you go. I just tied it all. I'm just going to tie it all together. What will I tie it with? I have this, which is a tassel that's very mucked up, but it might work for this. Let me just try and straighten that tassel out a bit. I'll tie it with this, and then I can use that on here. There you go. So I'm just going to tie the top here a little bit. Try and catch all the fabrics. Tie a knot. There we go. And there's my tassel for the base. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So I think I might put that right there and then put the bow on top of it. That would be cute. Unless I put the bow there. I don't know, guys. Let's see here. If I pull that down a bit. There we go. I don't know, I kind of like it just like that, and I might put the bow there. Yep, let's do that. So you put your glue down and glue that down. I would probably sew this, but again, time constraints for the video. But I would sew that maybe. Same with this piece, but again, I'm just going to put the little bow right here. And then that will be a perfect spot to put some pearls as well. So just press those down and look at what you've got. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can get the whole thing in. Remove my bits. So there's the heart, and there's the tassel at the bottom. Not bad for just bits out of my basket. So I'm pretty happy with that. And again, you could add a flower. Here's a flower that I made a while ago. You could add that to it down here if you wanted to. I've got pearls sitting here that I could add. Let's see, I want a pearl in that bow, so let's do that. I'll do that. I even have this little piece of fabric here. This tiny little snippet that's beaded I could add somewhere too if I wanted to. You know, there's lots of things you could do. I'm not sure if I want to use that or not, but I'm sure it would look cute somewhere on here. Nope, makes it too heavy. Okay, that's fine. What else do I have kicking around here on my desk? Probably a million things. Look, there's a tiny little, tiny little doily. So small, but it's not the right color. I'm digging in my pearls here. Again, these should be sewn on, but we're gluing just to make the tutorial a little easier to deal with. And another one. Maybe we'll put one over here too. Right there, I think, or here. Yeah. No, here. I can make up my mind, really I can. And then one more on this side maybe. Right there. Right there or over here. Let's put one over here. Now you could even put a sentiment across there if you liked, or anything, but there it is. There is my shabby snippet heart. You could make flowers with your bits, and I have made flowers out of all snippets. Do I have any handy here? Is the question. Let's see. I'm working on like 15 projects right now. Yeah, this is like a snippet flower here. Let me show you this one. This is a flower I made a few days ago. And all it is some doilies stacked up. Lots of stacking went on there. I've got a little crocheted flower back here that I made. I've got doilies. I've got threads. This is just a piece of fabric. I've even got some pearls that I sewed on. These pearls are all sewed on. There's bits of fabric. All of the pieces on the bottom here, this was ripped satin from like a dresser scarf, and I ripped it and it went all shabby. I've used yarn, seam binding, little bits here and there of everything. So you can make flowers with your snippets. You know, just go with the flow and see what you want to come up with and use your bits up. That's the big secret. Use all those pieces up, ladies and gents, and that's what you end up with. So that is my little shabby heart, and remember to use up all your snippets. That's about it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial and my ramblings, but I will be back with another project soon, and I hope you're all having a great day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.